Good morning, and welcome to The Sun is Trying to Shine Today, Winnipeg. It sure wasn't trying to shine a couple hours ago when I moved my car out to the front. Yeah, now I can honestly say I have not checked the weather, so I don't know what it's going to be. But what I can tell you is I did happen to see the walkers go by. Yeah, almost going on an hour ago now, I guess. Now, what are we going to do here? Well, we're going to try and get the rest of the parts down in step 30. And then I think that we should be able to. Today, I really do think that we are going to make an attempt to try and get the rest of the major parts that are in step 30. We're going to make an attempt at it. Yeah, we don't have too much to drop down here, that's for sure. I was pretty lucky with this one piece here when I tried to get it in where it had to go between this I guess you call it the table and so on. I should have planned ahead a bit and put this. See if I can turn it carefully here so you can see it. I'm talking about this part right here. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier to put that down first and then put the table down. I didn't look ahead, I guess, in the manual. However, enough about that. We made it. We got it in. There's not too much left to go here. I think what we should do is recompose, try and get our stuff down. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. The weather looks promising right now. So naturally I'm going to be wanting to get out. I know that in the winter time we used to turn the cup like this and we used to say let's roll back, because I almost always had a rollback. You know, in other words, I came back to the model table later in the day and did something, whereas now later in the day I'm getting out and having a good time. Not that this is not a good time. It's just that it's a different kind of good time, right? Okay, so yeah, we got our Bismarck cup, no, our Rodney cup, and our Bismarck shirt today. You know, I was thinking when I slipped this on, I don't need to put on my banana suit. I've already showed this shows up pretty good. Mind you, it's got short sleeves. And I would prefer to have something with long sleeves, just in case. You know, you take a tumble. You know, you're getting skinned up any worse than you have to, right? What an awful thought. Okay. Oh, got an invitation from a viewer. He says we're going to be having a what did he call it? A get to know your neighbors type thing at his church, and he says you're invited. So Saturday, I'm probably gonna go and get a free hot dog. I hope the weather's nice, because if the weather's nice, I'll be able to go on my bike. But if it's not, I'll take the car. Yeah, some people that I used to know years ago. Anyhow, enough about that. That's not for 2 days yet. So, yeah, have to be extra good on my diet so I can have a hot dog. Let's recompose here and get the rest of these parts down. There's not that many. You know, I got some wheels in here. Where am I supposed to be putting those wheels? Yeah. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get ourselves recomposed here, and you know what? I think leaving it on the rotator is a better idea, because then I can center the place where I'm working right here, and then when I use the macro lens and I turn it, it always stays in the right spot, and it doesn't frustrate everybody by having it slowly moving out of the scene. Which occasionally happens. Okay, Ron, shut up. Get at it. Yeah. Okay, I am presently setting up to mount these tanks. I think they go this way, right here. Okay, and we're getting everything in the center of rotation, you see what I was talking about? However, as I was doing that, I had remembered that over here, I think this will stay there, yeah, right in here is where that glue yesterday was ridiculously overglued. And I think as long as I'm going to be putting the macro lens on, maybe first we'll get in as close as we can here with the macro lens and just see how badly does that look now that a lot of that glue, in fact, I would say that probably it is 99.9% shrink wrapped as much as it's going to. And yeah, we'll get our macro lens. Hey, that's not the macro lens. Well, it's a reasonable facsimile, and have a nice close look. Well, one thing is for sure. You can't say it's not melded. But at least it looks a lot better than it did. I'll see if I can find the footage, you might call it, from yesterday, where I just ridiculously oversaturated this. Okay. Enough about that. Okay, one more shot here. Just for perspective. Okay, right now we're basically focused on back here, which I will turn around to later. But this part right here, we were supposed to put a decal on that. It probably would have been easier to put it on. In fact, it definitely would have been easier to put it on before we glued this piece in place. However, it's too late now, but we can still do it. So let's not forget. Now, I think I'll be using Tony's tweezers here. These two little pins have to go in those holes. And this is going to want to move out of the field of view on me now, isn't it? Maybe I'm going to have to hold this pipe back. I wonder if maybe I should sort of glue this back out of the way. It doesn't really connect to anything anyway. Now, when this module is being viewed, we're going to be viewing it from this side, like this. So we are not going to see most of this part anyway. It's going to be behind here. In fact, we're going to see very, very little of it. Let's try and get it right if we can. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just quickly use some quick setting here and just glue that in place. Aha! You beat me to the door. Morning, Max.
Oh, little cooler.
Yeah. But the sun was shining a while ago.
we got about 3 minutes of sun there, and it just warmed up nicely. We were most of the way up the hill to the bridge, and some lady came over with 2 golden retrievers, and I just turned around. Missy's just too ready to mix it up.
Have you got it all?
Talking about a chance of rain up until about noon, eh? And then less chance, 10% or whatever. So it might turn into a cycling day.
Well, that's good.
Oh, that's a wet tail. Splash. Wow. God, it's like shaking a wet broom.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting raindrops right now.
I think you're right.
Oh.
Yes, we are. We're getting raindrops right now. Well, I'm going to go in the house. Yeah. I don't want to get Jeff's nice shirt all wet.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, a guy from North Carolina sent this.
It might end up with a fainter shade of lime.
A fainter shade of lime. Okay.
Great looking shirt.
Yeah, it is actually. I was telling the viewers I don't need to put on my banana suit when I'm wearing this. Yeah. Okay, let's go in. No use getting rained on, eh, Missy? No use getting rained on.
How was the cabbage soup?
It was good, from what I ate of it. Okay, I could be wrong here, but I think it's this pipe here is making it harder to get this piece to fit in those holes. So the plan is let's not use too much. Let's just moisten it here. Okay. Now we'll just hold it with in place with self-locking tweezer. I think that's all we're going to need. Okay, I didn't time it, but I'm guessing about 5 minutes or so has passed here now. And this quick sitting, in my experience, has been as long as the parts have been held together tightly, it seems to adhere quickly. So let's try and get these tweezers off here now and see if this is going to spring back. No, it's going to stay there. As long as it stays there long enough that we can get this piece down in place here. Now it could be that I didn't have the holes lined up properly before. I can't see what I'm doing at this moment. Maybe I turn it like that. I'm going to have to get rid of this. Maybe if I recompose like this, I can see it. I'm trying to get it so that everybody can see it. I cannot see those pegs. They are hidden underneath there. I might have to take this off camera here and just, I have this thing about trying to do everything on camera. It's foolishness, actually. Okay, I got it in the holes. And in all likelihood, it would stay there because it's a pretty good pressure fit. But I'm just going to put some extra thin, just let it go right down in the bottom there. That'll be good enough. Yeah, that'll be good enough. This part is, yeah, it's down. Okay, now we're done with that, and I did get it the right way around. Okay, we will move in a little bit closer here. But you can see that hole in the bottom of this pipe here? Okay. This has to go somehow like this, and it's just suspended on there. It's not really, yeah, the other end of it doesn't really fasten onto anything. Unless I've got this the wrong way around, but I don't think so. And why am I having trouble here? What would be the best way to grab hold of this so that it has to be held there, because otherwise it's gonna, you know, I'll get it plugged in and everything, but, well, oh, I guess it could just lean up against this part, couldn't it? That looks kind of believable. Let me just check the drawing here. Maybe the painting and marking guide might show it better, but that kind of works. Yeah, that kind of looks believable. But you would think that this end over here was supposed to, you know, go up against something, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to just check and see if I can. I could have this the wrong way around, but I don't think so. Okay, the painting and marking guide doesn't show it at all. So we're just going to put it like that, because as near as I can tell, that is the orientation it's supposed to be. Now, it might be best if I just, you know, I think I've got it about as straight as I can get it here. And we are going to drop in right back here. Just, okay, and then again, you know what, I should maybe be doing it from this side here. I know you can't see it, but now does it almost looks like it should be pushed over a little bit more, like this. There. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on. Okay, I think it'll stay there. Whoops. Sorry, Tony. I dropped your tweezers. Okay. Why is that not centered in the screen? Oh, that's better. All right. Well, now the other part's not centered. Okay, enough of this, Ron. Enough of this. Like you're beating it to death. Now, here in Winnipeg, we can get some pretty windy days, and lately we've seemed to have had more than usual. However, it wasn't recently that I put this support up. It was actually about 2 or 3 years ago. Now, the idea of the support is to keep the bird feeder from, you know, waving back and forth in the wind. Now, in all likelihood, the birds probably appreciate it too. They got more of a stable little base to perch on while they're munching their seeds. And on the other hand, they seem to be able to handle waving branches and trees quite, you know, readily, so maybe it's just me. But I like to see it stable, especially when I'm zoomed in nice and close. Okay, so what happens is when the neighbor mows the grass, yeah, that's right, my neighbor mows my grass, and I get this support out of the way, so it makes it a lot easier, you know, for the lawnmower to get around. Anyway, I thought I'd better put it back. Okay, you see those two holes? Well, we gotta try and get this in place here. Now I may have to turn this so it's kind of out of your field of view. This is actually the first time I'm trying this. I think that this will go. That's just, whoops, I dropped it. Okay. Gotta pick it up here and re-grab it. Now if we just moisten the bottoms here. Starting to get shaky. Why will that not drop down into the holes? I must not have it lined up properly. Let's just turn this here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's down. Now is it straight? No, it's got to come out this way a little bit. Like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's not mess with it anymore. Now, the ladder is going to go in here. Something like this. There, it's basically standing there all by itself, kind of. Now this piece here, it goes in this hole here that you can see. I think the last time we tried this, we didn't have all these other pieces in place, so it was a lot easier to get these pieces in place. Okay, that one's basically standing there by itself. But the other one, this one here, which it doesn't matter which end goes in because they both look the same. It actually goes in a hole that you can't really see it. I wonder if I can maybe turn this. Okay, the hole that it goes into is right. I can see it from this angle. Maybe I've got the camera wrong. I think the problem is it's just so dark. But it goes in this hole right here. Something like that. Yeah, I can't get the angle right. Anyway, trust me, that this is where it goes. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just glue these in place right now. I'm not going to try and do it on camera because I'll probably screw it up. Okay, I've got them glued in place here, and you can almost see the base of this one here. Yeah, it's well, there, you can sort of see it. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do here, oh, and I'm using this little weight here to help hold the ladder straight. It was slowly slumping over towards the green table. So, yeah, I think we basically got them. I'm going to let them dry now. By the way, all the pieces now are on. And I think what I'm going to do is, the morning's half gone, as you can see. I'm going to take out probably an hour or so and edit everything that I've taken up until this point. So, yeah, as near as I can tell here, step 30 has all the pieces in place, at least on this side. We still have to assemble the module, and that's not going to be easy because there's a lot of little parts that all have to line up at the same time, and I'm going to have to be very careful not to be, breaking stuff like this loose. Okay, let's go edit. This screenshot that you're looking at right now, well, I did that, over 2 hours ago. And I have been sitting here in front of my computer ever since. Well, no, that's not true. Missy the dog did come by for her noon dog cookie. Yeah, that was about half an hour ago. Right now it's 6 minutes after 1. I'm looking at a clock that's just right over my computer. I'm going to call her quits for today, folks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.